Right, we are on the last section of chapter 6. So this is it. It is an intense lesson. Sometimes the last sections we kind of get, it's a nice easy ride. Definitely not with this. We are talking about markup, discount, and real life applications of percent changes, okay? The awesome thing about this is it's relatable. This is related to your everyday life, okay? So vocabulary that you need to know is the term markup. Markup is a percentage of price increase, okay? It's our selling price in order to make a profit. And in order to make a profit, we have to have a markup. You go to Target, you go to Walmart, you go to Radio Shack, you go to Best Buy, you go to Caribou, you go anywhere you go, they have a markup because they have to make money, okay? A discount is a percent of price decrease. And we get that all the time when we're like, oh, we want something, we're saying, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, it's on sale. Can you please get it for me? There's a discount. And most of the time we see things like you get a 30% discount, a 50% discount, a 10% discount, or 15, etc. Alright, and I just want you to know this formula here, but I kind of have it mixed up. And we'll do it on another slide too. So don't feel like you have to write this down. But our selling price, okay, for Target or Walmart or something, they are going to have their cost, so what they paid for the item, plus their markup. And markup is going to be a percentage. Notice this is a percentage of the price. Okay? So markup's going to have, or Target will have a markup. For example, even the gas station. Okay? Let's say you go get a Mountain Dew at the gas station. Comes to what, like $1.91 or something like that? Well, the store probably paid 89 cents for it, or 70 cents for it. They mark it up so they can pay their costs, their employees, they can make a profit, things like that. So our store cost plus our markup is going to be our selling price. Okay, I do want you to write this formula down now. And I want you to write the first example down. Alright, I changed the formula a little bit for this first example to what I can understand better. And we have selling price is equal to our store cost, so what we paid for it, plus our markup. And another formula you need to know is markup. What is markup? Well, every store has a markup percent. So to determine markup, you do that percent times your cost. Now, let's say Target buys a CD for $10.99. That's how much they paid for the CD. And their store markup is 35%. How much do I pay for it? So their selling price, I'm going to just say SP, selling price, is equal to their cost. Well, how much did they pay for it? $10.99. Plus my markup. Well, markup is 35% of my $10.99. Okay? Judah. Yep, so now I'm going to multiply this together because multiplication is more important. So I'm going to go 0.35 times 10.99 is 385 rounded. So that means that they're going to sell it for 10.99 plus 3.85 is 14.84.
So that's how you figure it out?
Yep, this is how you do it.
So you have to go.
So again, let's recap what I did here. I determined markup, and I don't know, maybe you wanna, if you wanna do steps, you can do first, determine what your markup is. And my markup is my markup percent times my cost. Percent as a decimal. And then you could say second, add it to your cost, add to cost. Those are like my little steps I did. So I determine my markup, that's right here. percent times my cost. And then I added it to my cost. So here was my markup. I added it to what I paid for it. And my total selling price is at $14.84. All right, look at this next example. American Eagle pays $56 for a jacket. Their markup percentage is 63%. How much are we going to pay for the jacket? Okay, so I want everyone to work through this, whether it be on your notes or whiteboard right now. All right, so if American Eagle is paying $56 for a jacket, and their percentage of markup is 63, how much are we going to pay? So here's what I do. The first thing I want to do, so I can hit first, I determine my markup. Again, my markup, and I have this little equation down here, my markup is equal to my percentage, my markup percent, times my cost. So my markup is going to be 0.63 times my cost of 56, which was $35.28 if I remember right. So that means American Eagle is going to add an extra $35.28 for each jacket, okay? Second, what I'm going to sell it for is what I paid for it. Of course, I need to get my money back. So I paid my 56, and now I'm going to add to it my markup. So what you're going to pay is $91.28. Okay? How do you feel? Okay, let me see. Hey, gas station related. You do this all the time. An 89-cent candy bar has a markup of 55%. How much are you going to pay? How much are we going to sell it for? So the first thing that I want to do with this problem is determine my markup. And my markup is equal to my markup percentage, 0.55. I always represent it as a decimal. 0.55 times my cost, which was like a 0.498 or something like that. So you round it to 50 cents, okay? All right, then my cost, or just kidding, not my cost, my selling price, what I'm gonna sell it for is equal to my markup, no, well I can do it that way, my markup plus my cost. And my cost was 89 cents. So I think the grand total came to what class?
167. No.
137. $1. I am going to sell this candy bar for $1.37. Hey, guess who's coming to town?
Santa.
Also known as Katy Perry. Okay, let's figure out what Ticketmaster is making off us. Okay, so ticket sales have a markup of 75%. Oofta! But think about their cost. Ticketmaster purchases tickets to Katy Perry for $24. How much are we gonna pay for the tickets? So our markup here. Our markup is our markup percentage, which is 0.75 times my cost. And it looked like that turned to $18. So they are adding $18 extra to what they paid for it. Okay? So what I'm going to sell them for is what I paid for it, right? I need to get my money back. What I paid for it, plus, you know what, I'm going to make some money. I'm going to mark it up. And that turned into $42 selling price. Okay? That would be probably an upper level seating, right? Upper level, possibly a lower level.
First row seat. Front row seat.
Okay, let's talk about discount.
Is this
That's a
in our
lot
notes?
of money.
Ew. Is this in our notes?
So let's look at this.
Oh, I get it.
This example here. Uggs sell regularly for approximately approximately $104.99. That's actually a really good price for them. They are on sale for 35% off. I want to know, what am I going to pay? What's the sale price? So the first thing I do, it's just like markup, I determine my discount. How much off am I going to get? And our discount is equal to our sale percentage, so 0.35 times my original. Times my original cost. So it looks like I'm going to go 0.35 times 104.99 is $36.75. That's my discount. Now in markup we added it. Discount is a sale. Okay? So if you have a sale, you pay less. So the second thing, my sale is going to be my $104.99, what they're listed. Take away my discount, $36.75.
That's cheap.
104.99, take away 36.75 is $68.24.
Yeah, I hate this. I got this.
You got 25 cents.
You got 25 cents too.
Yeah, cause what? Yeah, so
I
right
don't
here.
like this.
104.99 minus 36.75 should be 24. Hey, let's look at this next example.
Wait.
iPods cost $199.
Oh, I didn't mind.
Okay, oops. iPods cost $199 and Apple's having a sale, which Apple rarely has a sale. Alright, so to determine for this example my discount, I'm going to say my discount is my percentage, which is 0.25 times my 199.99. Plug that into my calculator. And I get $49.99.7, so I say $50. So it's a $50 discount. Okay? Discount means subtract it. So my sale price is going to be my cost. Take away, whoops, my cost is $199.99. Take away my discount, and I get $149.99.
It says right
You
here.
got your wrong.
You have to
Okay, I think this should help you with most of your homework. So your homework for the nice long weekend
Oh.
is page 322, problems 1 through 21.
Would you count around this again?